So,
I know.
last we left off, the party made their way into Dalhurst Fortress and had a quick meeting with Dean, and emphasis on the quick. Um, you met him. He seems like a very honest and trusting kind of individual. Uh, and after your meeting, you had convinced him, although it seemed a little begrudgingly, to come and sit down at the table with Tenebris and Alton. And upon leaving that meeting, you were invited to drinks afterwards to hang out in the town, and you immediately turned tail and left and are back on the airship already. So, with your new positions on the airship, you guys get to decide where you're going and what you're doing next, as you have access to everywhere with your brand new cool shiny toy on your... Do you continue with your diplomatic mission and head over to the Great Badlands, or what are you guys doing?
Who wrote down the positions again? I know Luke Dash is captain. That's all I got.
Yeah, Brood
I
is
have
the
'em,
engineer, Hypes is the surgeon, Demi is the navigator, Fen is the shipwright, and I'm the quartermaster.
You were very
Yeah, so
specific.
navigator. I really have bad handwriting.
I am the navigator.
All right. Oi, sit
Oh, that's
down.
funny.
Shut up.
I-
Somebody
Where are we
help
trying
me.
to go?
Where are we going?
I wrote down navigator twice.
Nice.
Love it.
That's funny.
Amazing.
Baked.
I start pushing people down to sitting down because it's what the captain's asking for. As a quartermaster, I'm doing that and just forcing everyone to sit down.
Your crew on the top deck, as you guys are sitting there, they were kind of watching over the ship, preparing it for your next flight. They all are sitting down and lining the edges on the top deck, awaiting your orders.
Luke Dash is pacing back and forth, going, all right, I think we need to go to Prom. Brood, are you with me?
Can I get a weapons check? How do we have enough for like a decent battle, would you say? How many arms do we have on this ship?
I have 2.
Roll a D100.
That's
I'm
a big
asking why
dice.
everyone is edging on the top deck.
Everyone is edging on the top
D100.
deck, yes.
I refuse to answer in my shame.
That's like this one and the D10, right?
Yes.
Please hold while your call is being transferred to
Where's Crom? Is that Corm?
Oh, yeah.
Corm.
That's what I said.
Okay. Yeah, I'm okay going to Corm.
It's in the same direction
I thought,
because we're leaving Bellers.
yeah,
No way.
We need to go.
it's
No
on the way
way.
to crap.
We need to go-
What'd you get?
It's on the way.
All right,
do
Hypes,
we
you're
have to
good for
go?
war. Is that what I heard?
We're going to
0
war?
and
Who are we going to war against? Isn't that
1.
where your people
You have
are?
1 cannonball.
We have one
We
cannonball.
are not going to court.
Listen,
Going to war is what I'm hearing.
wait, why are we going to war then?
What do you mean? We've gone over this so many times.
You're so close to having 100, by the way.
Wait, what if I just flip them?
Nope.
I thought that
Yeah, which one would be 100 on that dice?
10 and
Yeah.
0 is 100. 0 is 100.
That's where I lost. That's where my tribe got kicked out of there, Brandon. There's some crazy battle about there. It's going to happen there. This is.
Oh, we're taking back the motherland for you then, lad. They are. Hey, then we be going to war.
With,
Put me in the cannon.
with one
Put
cannonball.
him in the cannon.
Oh, what a bad roll.
Hypes,
I'm
hypes
getting-
you crawl into the cannon.
In the cannon.
Yep.
Correct.
Does anybody want to switch positions?
I have no control. He just said he put me in. He's way stronger than me.
I flipped the cannon over.
Where?
So it points
Where am I
back
going?
in.
just in general?
Just point it straight up so then he comes
Well,
back.
well, which way do you flip it over, right? So it's
Where
it's,
am
it's
I
sitting
pointing?
off, pointing out. Do you flip it so that it now points in, or do you flip it barrel roll so now it's just upside down?
We're
Shoot
gonna
it
do
towards
the barrel
Corm.
roll for simplicity's sake, because I don't feel like killing him right now.
Aim
Okay.
it towards Corm.
All right.
I'm like pointing into the skies and I'm just seeing myself like move.
This is Donkey Kong right now. He's in a barrel, flying at another barrel.
Oh Jesus Christ!
I don't know. All right. So, yes, I'm captain. Where are we going, crew?
What in the Donkey Kong did I miss?
I need a heading. That's what we missed, Finn.
I'm still in the cannon, I guess.
You're in the cannon. You're doing a great job. I pat the cannon.
I would. Okay, well, would rations be under my jurisdiction as the quartermaster? Or is this something for Brood to go and get more ammo for as the cannoneer?
One of you takes care of all of the supplies.
All right, I think that's me. Does that go rations, assignments, and punishments?
What are you?
The
Quartermaster?
You better punish Luke Dash.
Mike, Luke Dash points in a general direction and gives us a heading, so we're moving.
Luke Dash, what?
You make me roll for it. I don't care what direction. We're gonna start moving.
All right, you start flying. Roll a D8 and a D20, please.
D8 and a D20. Go.
Why didn't we use
The D20 is an 8, and the D8 is a 6.
It's a little bit shaky at first, but you kind of get the hang of it as you start to go up. It was a little rough, and you had to pull a couple extra levers. You kind of almost went down back into the ground, but you have taken off just fine. The crew back in their assigned spots. And Demi, as the navigator, I need you to make an intelligence check to decipher if you can even figure out which way Luke Dash is currently heading the ship as he is flying off.
I'm just yelling at the crew to get to whatever positions they've already been assigned.
Very good.
I got a 10.
10. It
Very
takes
good.
you a second, but you figure out you are heading due west. Nope, you are heading southwest. I'm sorry.
Wait. That's all toll? Is that where we're heading? Southwest?
That's southwest.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Oxytol. That's the place I actually was like looking at this.
Sweet. I have no idea what's over here, so.
Isn't Luke Dash's
Hold on.
parents
Look at
over
the map.
here?
Demi, we're going in the right direction, right?
I think so.
Wait a second. What?
Where are we heading?
We are heading southwest, and I don't have a map, so.
That's towards
You are the
Oxytol.
one person that's supposed to have a map, Demi.
I know, and I can't find it.
There's a big map sprawled on the floor for you, Demi. Here.
I can click this and search, but I'm not doing that.
There's a big old map sprawled on in the captain's quarters for you to reference.
It's loading.
Her little tiny legs, she runs down there.
Where?
Probably measures like how many times we got to roll and how many days.
Let me
We
see, I don't
are
remember where
at
we
the
took off
Dalhurst
from.
Forest, and we are trying
We
to
are
go
taking off
to-
from Dalhurst Fortress.
And you're heading
Heading
southwest.
towards
I think this is the best direction for us if we just
I think
continue
so,
heading
too.
this direction.
Just continue, yes.
that. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Is that actually? We're not supposed to be going there, are we?
Nope.
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 All right.
All right. So you guys are flying. I need someone to roll a d20.
I get it.
Captain rolls a d20. I'm sorry.
Up.
Oh.
All
Sorry.
right.
All right. I can be
Fine.
that guy.
Why did
Right.
you close that out? I don't find it.
It's pinned.
Nat 20.
Nice.
Clear skies.
It's pinned in
Clear
D&D
skies.
chat. Hit the little pin in the top right. The little pin in the top right. D20. Yes. Clear skies. Scroll down. As you are flying the skies, the wind is in your rear. Full bore, nice, easy flight. You make some great time, and before Demi even realizes it, you are at Exetol, and you can see the water coming in, and as you approach the coastline.
I'd like to ask anybody here if they know any sort of history about this place, and I also well, let me just put this into my character. Hey, does anyone know like why we're here first off, and like what do we know about this place?
Yeah, go ahead. Hypes, how'd you get out of the cannon? This is the Badlands.
I'm saying this from the cannon. I'm the guy who's like on the lookout, and I'm the one who's seeing the coastline. I'm just like screaming this. Like, why are we here?
This is the Badlands. This is where we were supposed to go.
No.
But it's not. This isn't the Badlands.
No,
We were
I'm
just flying in
from
this
there.
direction.
Dimmy, this is your one job, all right? I fly the ship, you
Hey,
guide the
we
ship.
were flying away from Corm.
Can somebody get me out of this fucking
We were
cannon?
flying south, and now we can fly east.
To Corm.
No, we're not going to Corm.
All right.
Well, which direction is Corm then?
Luke Dash points to the east in his head. Oh, actually, you know what? Luke Dash is really good with directions, honestly.
Can I please get out of this cannon?
Point to the direction we're supposed to go, and
It is east. We just have to go north a little
to
bit.
the east and the
East
north.
and then to the north. Yes, to try
The
to
exact
avoid
opposite of what we just did, Dimmy.
all the shit. No, we just didn't fly over the forest.
Okay.
We made it all the way down to Exel Toll.
Yep, we did.
To the
We wanted to
east.
see what it was about. You're welcome.
Are you going anywhere closer to examine Exetol, or you see it in the horizon, you see the water, and you go, nope, this is the wrong spot, and turning?
You know what?
Yep.
I'm just gonna quickly say F this. I'm gonna go ahead and use wild shape and turn into a bird again.
Do you have another one?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
it's been already a day, and it refreshes after a rest, which we did.
Yes, you rested outside of Dalhurst Fortress. Correct.
Yeah.
I aim Hypes out before he does this, and I fire the cannon towards Exetol so he can wild shape out of it.
I will accept this. That's kind of what I wanted originally.
Hypes, I need you to take
Layer.
I need you to take
14 d20 damage.
Easy now.
3 points of force damage as
How
you
much?
3 points as you are blasted out of this cannon packed of gunpowder and shooting towards Exetol like a rocket.
You just see a dwarf, by the way, just like, wee, and then he just turns into a falcon. Falcons go fast. And I'm gonna go ahead and take a quick bird's eye view over the city of Exetol.
Okay, I need you to make a perception check, please.
Would it be increased if I'm a bird?
You need to use the bird's stats. So you tell me if that increases or decreases
I'm a fucking
it.
bird. Sorry.
It's got its own perception stats, and I don't know if they're better than yours or not.
I'm going off the giant eagle, by the way. So,
You said a
Passive
falcon, but yeah,
perception.
that's fine.
yeah, but I mean, there's
Make
not
a perception check with its perception modifier.
So it says skills plus 7 perception, and then it says senses is passive perception 17.
Yes, but you are making an active check, so make a active check, please.
So
Okay.
you get the plus half.
So 20 plus. Oh, I thought that was a 1. 14.
14. As you begin flying down, you see this kind of rugged-looking town that looks pretty inhabited. You see a bunch of goblins and orcs and kobolds walking around. Some of them are heading out to the beach to go fishing. You see a couple farm plots. You see a kobold walking in the street holding what looks like a crate of goods. Looks like just any other normal small town here in Dragonfall. The architecture is a little more rugged and rustic than some of the other more established cities, but just a bunch of goblins and orcs walking around looking like they're living their lives.
I fly back to the crew.
After about an hour of being shot out of the cannon and having to do a little reconnaissance and flying back, Hypes lands back on the deck as a bird. Cawing.
I turned back into a human. Well, dwarf. And I let everybody know, I'm like, well, it's just a bunch of orcs, kobolds, and whatnot. Kind of a, like, rural area, if you would. I don't know. Let's go ahead and head over to the Great Badlands, everybody.
We're heading towards Corm.
I'm like, navigator, note what we saw.
Go talk to your boy.
Cartographer, draw this.
All right.
That
Demi.
guy named Brian Cooney is
Yeah.
fucking hard, dude.
Are you directing your captain to Corm or to Sherfield Castle?
To the war.
Well,
I don't remember what we're supposed to be doing.
neither do I.
Great Badlands is the next place we have to go to talk for political reasons. I think at Sherfield.
Okay, which is where we were headed, and you guys were like, no, we're supposed to go to Corm.
Well, that's the captain's
Next
decision,
thing
and
is-
I will let you discuss that with the captain. You're second in command, so what I would recommend is maybe you two
We
speak.
went southwest, okay?
Mhm.
We
was
went
your fault.
southwest, and then we should have went to along the. Yeah, my role made us go southwest, and then we were going east, and you were like, "Well, why aren't we going to Corm?" So are we going to
Maybe-
Corm or are we going to Great Badlands?
Alarm, but I'm getting a little
We are in the
spicy.
Badlands right now.
No, we aren't. We are not.
I'm
Demi,
getting a little sky
Alright,
skip.
we are not
sky
having-
you
skip.
are navigating.
Does anybody have a
You
bag?
get to decide where they're going. Where are you directing the crew to point? Where are you directing Luke Dash to go?
Sherfield Castle.
We are going to the castle.
Okay.
To the castle.
And
Everyone.
you delivered that like Regis from like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. You are going to the castle.
$250,000 in the bank. $500,000 question coming up.
God.
The worst part is I can't see anybody's faces because I'm staring at this fucking map because you guys are confusing me. I should not be
Screen
this person.
monitors get good.
You are going west.
No, I don't even want the one. I have two
I got the
right now,
motherfucking
and they're
map,
two
and I got
different,
everybody's motherfucking faces on the other one.
two different things here.
Okay, so you begin flying east. Demi is navigating you down the coastline. After a couple hours, you pass Stanmore, you see it underneath you, and then Krasmere. As night begins to fall, you see the fields around Doncaster and the library that you were at previously, long time ago, come into view. Luke Dash, do you care to check if you are being navigated to Corm or not?
No, I know we're supposed to be going to the Badlands. I was just trying to get everyone on board for war.
Okay. As night falls,
Spoken like a true politician.
do you continue to fly at night?
Yes. With last thing that I remember is we were leaving in a hurry from wherever it was that we were, Dalhurst, in order to get to the Badlands in a hurry because we have a day scheduled with Dalhurst. I forget what it is, 2 moons or something like that. We're flying through the night. We're onward.
I need you.
Note says next week. No
And-
specific day.
I need you and Demi to make a. I need you to make a dexterity check and Demi to make an intelligence check.
Okay. All right.
I'm so
solid
intelligent these days. 10.
Luke Dash.
Solid 5 there. 9er.
Ooh.
As you continue to fly through the night, the sun has set. The moon is not out. It is a very dark night. Demi trying her best to kind of guide you through the night, but your unfamiliarity with flying and unfamiliarity with this specific location as you are going in the middle of the night, fatigue begins to set in. And all of a sudden you start hearing very quickly like something brushing up against the bottom of the ship. Almost like a paintbrush slapping it.
Who's making that noise?
What do you do?
I try and is everybody awake? I assume, since we're flying.
What time is it?
It's,
night?
I think so.
it's dark. It's night.
I'm asleep. I'm asleep
sleeping.
now.
I'm sleepy.
I'm asleep.
I've been keeping the crew awake of who needs to be awake, like a kind of like a skeleton crew
Mm-hmm.
to work through the night. So I am awake. So I'm gonna walk around and like look over the edge to see kind of like what's going on.
Do you have dark
Maybe.
vision?
Yes.
I think
I
everyone
believe so.
does except one of us.
Yeah, I just don't know who doesn't.
I think it's Brood. No,
I
It's
do.
half elf.
I mean, yeah.
yeah,
Where do you see that at?
I have,
your character's stats.
Dark vision. Yeah, I do have dark vision.
How far?
60 feet.
As you peer over the edge to hear that brushing noise, you look and you are hitting trees. Currently, actively, right now.
I yell to Lugdash to pull up and bring the ship up. Like, Lugdash, raise the ship!
He's fucking gone.
He's
Sweet.
fucking gone.
Everyone's like, he's asleep at the wheel.
He's asleep at the wheel. Luke Dash is sleeping at the wheel.
Here, you know how to captain. Go do it.
I'm sprinting to the wheel to get the ship higher.
Roll a dexterity check.
Luke Dash must have fallen asleep.
Bruh. 7.
You
This is
try.
not good.
You start to pull up, but Luke Dash is like asleep at the wheel, and you've got to like pull him off, and it takes you a second. But you do begin to pull up. The sound of the brushing begins to fade. As Demi points out, you're flying over top of mountains right now, and you can't really see them coming.
I make the decision to stop the ship from going forward so we can just hover where we're at.
Okay. You slow the ship down into its hovering position.
Yep.
What do you
And I'm going
guys
to bring it up just a little bit, and I want to hover for the night and let everyone get some rest.
Okay.
Since Lugdash is sleeping at the wheel, I just kind of like toss a blanket over him
Luke Dash, have you woken up yet from being pulled off of the wheel?
Not yet, no.
No. Okay, Luke Dash still asleep.
I'm for it.
All right. So you guys kind of call it for the night and try and regather yourself.
Where are we currently located on the map? Oh,
We don't know.
Our navigator's gone. What the fuck is going on?
Our navigator's gone. Our captain's sleeping.
Your ship is falling apart.
Yeah, taking 20 guys. Yeah, after the situation got controlled.
You
Telling you.
management. You guys are unaware exactly where you are because it's the middle of the night, but you know you're by some sort of mountains, and you just kind of hold it there for the night, right?
Yep.
Okay. I need... Who can I make do this check? I need the shipwright
Who's that?
to roll a d20, please.
Okay.
What am I?
You are
The
a
meta?
surgeon.
Okay.
Oh yeah, sign me out too. Rude.
Oh, she wasn't even ready, dude. She's too busy hugging a dog.
She's
back.
too busy petting that dog.
I got it. Oh, D20. D20.
Who was it?
And it's a 19.
19. You do a quick check to see if there's any damage, and as you get down to the lower storage deck, you do notice that a couple of planks have been broken. But you've got a couple spares, and you order some of the crew to kind of go back and repair them, at least to get you through the night so nobody falls out. And you have a nice quiet evening after your incident into the mountains. As day breaks, the crew begins to wake up. You look and see you are about 150 feet of going right into the side of a cliff face.
Like we're moving towards it? Or
Nope, you are
that's
currently
where-
hovering, but if you did not stop the ship, you would have crashed directly into the side of a mountain.
Is Luke Dash still sleeping at this time?
Luke Dash, finally, after a great rest, a long, great rest, wakes up, rubs his eyes, stands up, and goes, "Perfect, we're here." That's it. That's all I got for you.
You are staring at the side of the mountain, floating in midair right now, you guys.
We are.
I look at Demi. I'm like, hey, you're our navigator. Where the hell are we?
Where did we stop at?
You don't know.
Yes.
You need to make an intelligence check, Demi, to see if you can figure out.
Fucking 10 again.
See if you can figure out where you're at based on
I'm
the.
smarter than just half at the moment. Oh fuck! I got dumber. 6.
6. You're not quite sure where you're at, but you think you're somewhere in the mountain range between Doncaster and South Crate on the western side of the Badlands, but you don't know exactly until you start flying. Kinda.
Okay.
You can make an educated guess and say you're probably somewhere around there.
So we're
Right in front of us. There's a cliff.
Yeah, you're in a mountain range. There's a
Okay.
giant tall
So
mountain
we
in front of
need
you.
to elevate
Go
our
through
plane.
it. You're right, Demi.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Luke Dash is a A to B kind of guy.
A to B, as the crow flies, straight.
All right. So the plan is we need to take this ship up, and then we are going to continue to fly east.
I listen exactly to those directions.
Okay. As
To a
you
T.
as you follow Demi's directions of which way to go, you navigate through the mountain range. Fairly straightforward. And as you come out on the other side, you are presented with this beautiful valley surrounded by this gigantic mountain range. Directly below you is this lake that goes off to your left to the north and ends underneath one of the tallest mountains you guys have ever seen in your lives. And it kind of like wraps around it and splits this mountain and goes, and as far as you can see, heads out towards the north. As you are kind of taking in your surroundings in this what should be beautiful but looks desolate land, you see etched into one of the mountains at the base of this lake, and etched into the mountains is what looks to be a town or some sort of like giant cavern entranceway. Hypes, this is a very familiar place to you, and you immediately recognize it, but ultimately you know it's not your final destination as the party continues to fly through this valley. You see another body of water as you proceed further for after about 45 minutes to an hour. You start flying over this elongated lake settled into the valley. And the mountain range on your right begins to open up, and you see this gigantic stone-carved, half built into a mountain castle set on top of this plateau that overlooks the entirety of the valley as well as the shoreline to the south.
Is that South Crate?
No, that's
Is that
where
you're describing?
That's Sherfield Castle.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so we went over both.
Yeah,
ranges.
yeah. This place was familiar to me, all this stuff.
Gotcha.
And then when we hit here and it opened up, because like there's still mountain ranges right here. This is the valley. Yeah. So I point and I go, "Yep, that's where we gotta go."
So as you begin flying to Sherfield Castle, hold on one second.
We are holding.
Yep, I have to. I'm trying to catch up as to what happens at Sherfield
Push,
Castle.
push.
Oh my God, we're lagging, dude. The processing on
Yes.
this, dude.
As you are flying towards Sherfield Castle, what was this beautiful day begins to wane very quickly. The weather begins to get cloudy. The air cools almost immediately as you get close.
So it's like what happened at Castle. What's that other castle up there?
Greywell?
Yeah. So it's very similar to that.
Sort
That's
of.
what you're describing the weather?
Yes. So instead of it getting all dark, it's getting the weather is changing, and I need to figure out. I don't have it open. I gotta find it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I will describe to you how the weather changes in 1 second.
If this was going to be the other vampire thing, I was like, Ben, cast that protection on the ship. But that's only good for 10 minutes, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that an actual request? Let me look.
Well, if he's describing it the same way as Castle Greywall, then yes.
Yeah, it's only 10 minutes.
Okay.
Hold off, or?
Yeah, hold off.
Okay.
Okay, so as you are flying in, the air begins to cool. Um, but you begin seeing etched into the mountain ranges around the castle and kind of in the ground and the cliffside on this plateau, these as you begin these glistening beautiful colors, these shiny reflections of light. They make you feel warm inside, but they're kind of hauntingly eerie as you've never seen a mountainside look like this before. It looks like reds and greens and turquoises and purples, whites, golds, all of this beautiful, shining, vibrant color is coming out of the earth around this castle. And as you begin approaching even closer, there's almost like this mist that is formed around the castle itself. It does as you kind of begin to fly into it. It doesn't feel wet. It's not humid. It's very dry here, but there's this mist lingering around the castle.
I would like to take our one cannonball and put that in the cannon.
You load the cannonball and prep it.
Guys, I'm ready.
I'm gonna walk around to the crew and like reassure. We have 10 crew members, right? Not counting us.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, so I'm gonna like walk around to them and like kind of give them a little pep talk and just like, hey, be on your guard. It just feels a little off to me, and just be ready for anything. And I'm like getting them into positions on the cannon that has the one cannonball, and then preparing to defend the ship.
As you go around and start talking to the crew, you do notice that four of them begin to get sleepy. They look like they're about to fall asleep.
What race are they? Are they all different
Irrelevant,
races?
yes.
It's irrelevant? Okay.
Always gonna start with the race, dude.
Always, I know.
Yep. I'm like a demon, and he's racist, guys. It is what it is this time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just kidding. I was just wondering if it was like a specific.
No,
We don't have any Dragonborn with us, right?
4 random crew members. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I noticed that, but
They're just kind of sluggish. They look like they're a little tired.
okay. Is there anything that I can see that maybe is making them that's affecting them specifically?
You have no idea why. You
Okay, cool.
you wouldn't have the slightest idea of why they would be getting tired.
Sweet. Okay.
You think you might have just overworked them a little bit too much through the night.
Luke Dash stands up and notices as well and goes, "Oh, straighten up. We're here."
Okay. Do you land the ship?
Navigator, do I land the ship?
She just goes, "We're going
No.
back to Axetol."
Are we here? Are we here?
We are
Navigator?
here. We are
We're
here.
here.
We're here.
Land the ship.
Are we landing? Are we anchoring? Like we're landing, or are we gonna hover?
Throw the anchor, just like throw it into this thing.
Are you questioning me?
Nope.
Okay. So are you putting it down or are you hovering?
I'm questioning me right now, Demi. All right.
What?
I think we should hover like 50, 60 feet off the ground. We have a 100-foot ladder.
I tell everyone to give me 30 minutes, and I just jump off the boat and I turn into a fucking giant or an eagle.
Giant hawk coming up.
Monitor how long he's been gone by judging the length of the shadow.
Okay, make a survival check, Blue Dash, to see if you can actually do this. And Hypes, what are you doing as you are flying?
I'm essentially going in to scout into the premises. I'd like to, while maintaining distance, get as much access into the city and whatnot as I can. And see what's going on. See what the vibes are.
Make a perception check.
We got an 11, by the way, in case you didn't hear it.
I got a 12.
12. As the bird. Right?
Huh?
As the
Yeah.
bird.
Bird is the word of a bird.
No, I did. I got 5, so plus the 7.
Yeah, just as the bird. So as you fly over, Luke Dash, I don't know, you think you can tell time. As you fly over, we'll come back to it, Luke Dash, don't worry. We'll get back to it. As you fly over the castle and fly down, you see these inside of this beautiful stone structure, these buildings that are all etched in like marble almost. Everything feels really ornate and gold trimmed, and there's jewels on every building. It's very pompous in here.
Do I remember this place?
You
At
have
all?
never
As a
been
child?
here before,
Okay.
but you
That's what I
remember
thought.
stories of how it looks. You've heard about it, how many riches there are around here, and why that's why Alton is your leader and king, is because he has all of this wealth just inherently around him, which also gives you and your people this kind of superiority complex over all of the other regions. You have all of the money, you have all of these jewels and raw materials that nobody else has, so you feel that you're entitled to things, kind of, is
Not me.
the
but yeah.
region, right?
Yeah.
The people of the region definitely feel that way, and that was put upon you as a child, right? You are from the better of the regions. But yes, you are experiencing this vast swath of wealth for the very first time in your entire life. And you see some dwarves walking around, a couple dragonborn are walking around. Make another perception check for me, please. Make an intelligence check for me, please. I want to see if you can decipher the pattern that you see.
I wonder if I have like any. Okay. Intelligence. Is that like a check?
Yes.
So would that be wisdom? Oh no.
No, it's
stupid.
intelligence. I want an intelligence check.
Yeah, sorry, my page wasn't. Yeah. Nice. Nat 20.
Natural 20.
It was like sitting on the 2 and it just went.
As you fly over this, you begin to notice something that almost makes you feel uneasy. Peering through the mist, you notice all of the dwarves that are in this town have some sort of pickaxe or tool or crate of goods, and every single guard is dragonborn. Something you've never experienced before, where a racial divide is very, very distinct.
Do we have any Dragonborn in our group? No, we do not.
You make note of
Genocide
this,
back
and is there anything else you wish to look at? Do you try to fly into the keep? Are you just doing a quick little survey of the area around? Is there anything else you're trying to do before you head back to your ship?
I'd like to head back towards the crew, but on my way back, do I notice if there's an entrance that is allowing entrance into and out of the city, or is it kind of sealed off, if you would?
There's a giant palisade in the front, as well as it looks like there is an inner ring of the castle. So you have the walls around the city, you have an inner wall around the castle, and then you also have the keep, which also looks like it has been blocked off. So you will have it looks like you will have to go through 3 sets of gates or security checks in order to get through this. It looks very fortified on top of a mountain. It does not look like it would be very easy to take at all if anybody was trying to invade with a ground army.
Would you say that it seems impregnable?
Did we try knocking?
We have a flying ship. We don't need a ground army.
Do I see any other races? Like, basically, I'm asking, like, is it allowing other parts of the world in and out,
Or is it just dwarves?
or is it just this?
You only
know what I'm
see
saying?
dwarves and dragonborn here.
Interesting. And we're out of view, kind of more or less, right? We're not like in the city above it, right? Like we're like out a little ways.
Lugdash, where's the ship?
Demi, where's the ship?
He's just staring at the ground.
We're floating.
Where?
We are floating.
We're like still in the lake area.
We are
right?
floating.
Because we never went
Yeah,
towards
just at the shoreline area. We are not like on top of the castle. We're at
Okay.
like the shore.
We're like, because Mike, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. We're in the north part on the map. If you were to look at the map, we're like on the north part where the lake is, right? And she's saying like we're on the shoreline of that lake, so we're just chilling a distance away.
That's kind of what I have in my head as well. We saw
That's
the
kind of
other
what I
one.
did.
Okay, so you guys are still around that mountain peak.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like we
So-
noticed it, and yeah. Okay.
So yes,
So,
you
yeah,
are
that
out
being-
of sight. Correct.
Yes, correct. Okay. So that being said, on my way back, I also look for entrance into the main part of the city, and yeah, on my way out, looking for like the main part and and the security, if you would.
So as you're flying around, you have to get about within 100 feet of the main keep to see this, to really see this. You see that the way that the gates are lined up, the gate to the center keep faces the gate to the outer wall, but the inner wall gate is on the opposite side. So you would come in, have to go all the way around, go in the back side, come all the way back around to go into the middle.
Oh, so it's the main
It's not
entrance is
gate,
at
gate,
Southern
gate.
Point.
It's gate, gate, gate. Does that make
Okay.
sense? So there's a gate
So-
here to the inside that gets you in the town. There's a gate here that gets you into the inner keep, and then there's a gate here that gets you into the actual castle.
So the first gate's on the north, though, right?
It's
And
like the
then
northeast, southwest, northeast again.
Okay. So we're in front of that area, right?
You guys are
that's
to
where
the
we
northwest behind a mountain.
Okay. Okay. Yep, I understand now. I have that in my head.
Yep.
Okay. So And what is the security like?
You see Dragonborn guards lining every wall about every 10, 15 feet. There's a Dragonborn guard. You see ballistas set up on the palisades around. You see on the inner keep, the inner castle itself, the four spires that come up, you see not only ballistas but cannons on top of that. This is one of the most heavily fortified fortresses you've ever experienced and could ever imagine in your life.
All right.
Mind you, all of this is adorned in jewels and gold and stone carvings. Like, the cannons themselves are like stone carved with like the faces on them, or like lions and dragons, mythical creatures. One's got a minotaur with horns coming out the side of it. Like, it's just this the most opulent, gaudy, but extravagant showcase of wealth you've ever seen.
Military power and wealth.
Military and power and wealth beyond anybody's wild imaginations.
America!
Fuck yeah! Like, you've been inside, like, you were just at Dalhurst Castle. You've been to the castle at Moonbright. You've been to the castle at Harborview. Like, you've been to all of these castles already. They look like tiny little houses compared to this mansion. Like, right, we're talking billionaires versus 100K here.
Cool.
Okay. I'm going to fly back to the ship.
Luke Dash, you begin to panic because you think it's been 3 hours.
Oh my god, guys, it's been forever. Luke Dash has been fishing this whole time over the edge. No water involved.
Roll a dexterity check.
Solid 12.
Nothing. Just been casting, hoping for something to bite.
I see Hype's coming back in. I reel in.
I go ahead and land. I turn back into a dwarf. Prior to that, I did let out a quick falcon scream. And then I turn back into myself and I go, everybody. So, this is nuts. Lots of jewels, but like this place, like dwarfs aren't running the show right now. My people are enslaved to the Dragonborn. And like their defenses and stuff, like I don't even know how we're gonna do this. I mean, we got to think of a plan because we can't go in headstrong. We will get wrecked if we just roll in with this ship. We're going down. Like we could try and walk up to the gate and ask for an audience, but we'd have to like give them good reason.
That's great intel, Hypes. Brood, how we doing on cannons over there?
Cannonballs. I've got this one in the cannon, and I went over the other chest, and they're all empty.
Okay, all right. I think we're good, Hypes. I think we're good. Honestly, if we need it, we got one.
Okay, so we're not gonna do that.
Is there? Hey, are we like near? Like, is there any plant life near the lake? Like, are there trees or anything around it?
Yeah, there's some vegetation around the lake. It looks pretty desolate, but I mean, there's like.
I was just wondering if there was a way
of vegetation coming up from the water before it turns back into.
I was just wondering if there was a spot we could like hide the ship and walk to Castle Sherfield on foot.
I mean, you could hide it in the mountains, but like, there's not enough vegetation around to accurately or with any.
Can you grow trees and like hide the ship?
Why? Yes, I could.
Build an oasis for us.
I could change this whole area if I wanted to.
Wait, but we're here to meet with the dude, but the dude doesn't know we're coming, right?
No.
No, he doesn't.
All right. So, all right, change the flag on the ship. Put a big white flag up there or something like that that says "We come in peace," and let's go in there nice and calm.
Hold on. Hold on.
I start slapping sailors around like our crew members. I'm
Hold
like getting
on.
the ship going.
I
We're
just
getting it ready.
I scream like stop. We got to think of options here. Okay.
What is this? A mutiny?
No, this is just me. Like I just saw all my people enslaved to like another race. Like we got to be prepared for like any like we think we're speaking with a specific person, but obviously this is not the case. There is something else going on here. So we got to think of something here.
Does anyone personally
Like-
know Dean Dahlhurst? Is he a Dragonborn?
Isn't he on the ship with us?
Dean is
No,
not on the
no,
ship with you.
No.
No. That'd be fucking wild. That'd fuck up
We have-
everything we've
That
been
is Garrick,
We have
Garrick
no
is on-
Dragonborn on this ship.
or not
correct?
Garrick. Is that his name?
It's Garrick.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the guy who created the ship.
I will say, as you guys are talking, hold on 1 second. Luke Dash, you begin to notice that from where there was nothing going around you, since Hypes has come back, there's a couple birds that have followed him. Like 4.
Like,
They're just birds.
I look at the birds.
Sweet.
Then I look back.
Looks
That's
like
all I
birds. Regular birds.
Are they hovering or they just flew?
Just kind of flying around the area.
Oh.
They're not circling you, but like they flew in, they're flying down, they get some water, you watch them for a couple minutes, they fly down, they get some water, they fly back up, fly off into a mountain, come back, fly around.
I say nothing. All right.
Go ahead, Demi, sorry.
I believe my family knows them.
Good start.
Yep, you're welcome.
Can we trade Hypes in? Is that how we get a meeting here? Hypes is the dwarf, right?
Yeah, but like none of us are
Yes.
Dragonborn. So like, why does that matter?
That's
You
actually
know what I
a
mean?
good point.
Like if there was a Dragonborn here, that would make more sense. Then me and him could infiltrate and go from there. But that's not the case. I mean, I could come in as a dwarf, like, you know, and present myself as, you know, the guardian, whatever, you know, and just walk in and say like whatever. But that's gonna get me fucked or well screwed.
Wait, Hypes, Brood. Oh yeah, you're here.
Yeah.
Brood, don't you have that cool trick where you like disguise yourself as something?
You want me to be
Be a
Yeah.
Dragonborn
Yeah,
and slap his back.
Dragonborn.
or be
I
dragon?
slap his back. Go on.
Real quick, hang on, Mike. Did I get a good look of the attire that the Dragonborn were wearing as I was like flying through?
Yes, they are all wearing the colors and crest of Alton.
Should I disguise myself as Ulgath?
You should do it as Old Man Fergus.
No.
I give my cloak of many fashions to Brood to help with his disguise if we go that route.
I don't know if I need it. I think it's magic.
It literally matches their cloaks.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
Oh,
I don't know if
okay.
that works if you haven't seen it though. But Hypes could describe it to you.
So, Hypes, you notice that they are wearing black and gold, and you saw the same kind of crest scattered throughout of these two intertwined dragons. If you would like to try and describe it to him, we can do a check to see how well you do in describing it accurately.
What would the check be?
You could do a wisdom check, and Brood could do a performance check to see how close he gets
22.
to making it. You describe it pretty well. This black and gold well-trimmed armor.
I look at him and I go, you know what it is. Black and yellow, black and...
With these two intertwined dragons.
18 performance.
And Bruta looks pretty good.
With myself.
You look at it and go, I could see this being a house crest. And from what you remember, Hypes, it looks exactly like you expected it to.
So that was just for the cloak.
It's
am
the
I
cloak.
Right?
Yep.
I think it's a pretty good plan to get in the door if you guys.
I think this is a good start.
Hang
What I would also like to ask is these two crests that you mentioned.
It's one crest.
Oh, I
I only have an hour once I get in there.
That's enough. That's not enough. That's not enough.
I
That's not
also
enough.
have a disguise kit, but I don't know if that would work.
Ooh. I bet
Why
you
wouldn't that work? It's the same, right?
It's probably
Check it.
lasts longer.
It just lasts longer because you're actually like preparing it and spending the time to do it.
You said one crest, but two what?
2 dragons that are intertwined together.
Oh, that's just the crest, though. Okay. Do I know of any significance of that in the area
Of what? I'm sorry.
of that crest? Does that remind? Do I know of that in any sort of way?
It's Alton's
Does that
family crest.
Alton's, Dalton's.
Alton Sherfield. It's the Sherfield family crest.
Okay. Okay. Interesting.
It was not plastered all over your town, but you know of it.
Yeah. Okay. I let Brood know of this. I let everybody know of this, of what they're wearing and donning and everything. What about your thing, Brood? Because I feel like we got to actually do this kind of somewhat like correct, but maybe I'm always thinking.
I have a disguise kit that I have had since the beginning of time, and I haven't actually used it, I don't think.
I feel like because Tenebris sent us down here, he's going to be somewhat friendly to the family. At least not openly hostile.
I mean, they're wearing.
We're trying to.
They're
Like, if we
wearing
carry
the
a white
armor.
flag.
So like maybe the king is using his people. I don't know.
It says
They're not-
this pouch of cosmetics, hair dye, and small props lets you create disguises that changes your physical appearance. Proficiency with this kit lets you add your proficiency bonus to make any checks you make to create a visual disguise. So do I just have to roll for it? Does that make sense?
To use your proficiency bonus to make disguises.
Does that increase the length?
Yes. You'll have to. You get to add your proficiency bonus plus your charisma.
Yeah, this is like a
right?
kit. It's like something in my backpack I have.
What is it again?
Disguise kit.
Trying to think what else we could do. We need plans.
I feel like if we just go in with that white flag.
Oh, okay.
Say,
So you can make the kit, and then if somebody, if I ask you to do like a persuasion check, you also add your proficiency bonus to any checks you are making.
Oh.
With your visual disguise.
Can I make that to disguise me as a dragonborn? Because it says to change my physical appearance.
Sure, I'll allow it. You got props. You create some. You put some makeup on that kind of throws off some. It's gonna take you a while.
Can I borrow some scales from everybody?
Yes, I pull out the dragon scales that I. Oh wait, no, did we lose those?
Well, wait.
We didn't lose all of them. We lost the one that we handed over as proof.
So it still shows that I have 5 dragon scales in my inventory. So
who handed the scale over as proof, though?
I never handed over anything of that.
I think I may have given them 1. I don't think they knew about the other one.
So wait.
Yes,
Is
the
that-
regents you stole from the body are still yours, but you lost the body itself.
Okay.
So how long does the disguise last? Just the hour?
No, this is a kit, so it's just like I have it on and then I can take it off, right?
Can I quickly sidebar and just say that our AI that makes the summaries for our sessions now does transcripts,
Nice.
and
Whoa.
just scrolling through them, it's already making me giggle. I sent you guys a couple of screenshots of some little one-off quotes, but anyway, we've got "fuck off," sorry. We've got "that sounds really racist, but it's not." And then, well, that's just a big word.
Nice.
This
And-
is all
It's
gonna
li-
get
it's
transcribed
listening to
too,
us.
so that's like really funny.
All right, so are you doing this kit there, Brood?
Are we doing
Or,
the kit
uh,
route?
I would like I
Wait.
mean if we can wait a little bit while we're on the ship and I can prep it, that would be best.
Yeah,
All right.
that's okay, but like before you pull the trigger and use it, like let's also like it's like Atir brought up a good point too, that maybe we could do what
Dash.
Luke Dash said, thank you. And
Just carry the white.
just carry the white flag. I mean, we are using a flying spaceship. Like maybe we try and what does this ship look like exactly? Does it kind of look extravagant on like would it look
I
like
mean, it's decked out in the Intermerita colors.
I guess that wouldn't be too bad then. We could theoretically just fly in and just ask for an audience, but there's risk with that. And then I don't know if there's anything else that anyone could think of.
I like the idea of going in like waves. You guys can be Plan B, and Atir and say Demi can go knock on the door and just see what happens first. If they die, they die, but I'll still have my ship.
Hi, Captain. I just start heading off the ship. I'm climbing down the ladder.
Oh wait, Fenn's here too. Fen can go with you.
Come on, Demi.
Oh wait, Fen is here. Cool.
Oh my god.
Sorry, this captain stuff really.
This man craves power.
Yeah. Just getting to his head. Look at how fast I'm leaving the ship. Before we like embark on this, while Brood is doing his kit, I'm like telling the crew like if they're going to sleep, because there's 10 of them, a lot of them worked through the night, no more than 2 at a time sleeping and resting, because we don't know what could happen, and when we return we may need to leave in a hurry. So I just want them to be prepared, but I also want them to rotate the sleep.
Okay. So are we?
And I'm going to look for a white flag to carry.
You have spare sail material that you could use,
That'll work.
although it will inhibit your ability to repair the sails later
Ooh.
if you so need that.
Does anybody have any white on their clothing?
No.
Do we have any bed sheets?
I mean, we have like you have like a, what do they call it?
Well,
A bed set, a bed roll, whatever
Bed
comes
roll?
in there.
if we go in with the disguise kit and then you guys roll in with that, then we're gonna be shown deceiving them right off the get-go by infiltrating. Right? So are we just gonna go with the route of just donning the white flag and seeing what happens?
I think we should do that. It'll be the fastest way.
It would theoretically be the fastest way. My
Let's just do that.
well, here's the deal,
Fastest
dude.
way
What
to
if they
start a new
start shooting at
campaign?
it? Like they have walls, they got cannons. They got
I don't
shit.
think they heard you.
I don't think they heard me either.
I heard
What?
that.
We have one cannon. Oh.
What did he say?
Cannonball.
He said that's the fastest way to start a new campaign.
Oh, see? Look at that's Mike actually gave us a fucking straight warning there. Like, should not do that.
Yeah, no, we're gonna
Lucas
be-
grabs some coal and he writes on the sails, not mean.
Here's a thought. We could all just, because this is a boat as well. You know, we can leave the crew in the lake, because there's nothing around in the lake area, correct? Like, it's just kind of desolate.
It's just a lake in the valley. It's quiet.
So
It's eerily quiet right here.
Well, why don't we go somewhere?
why do you have to say it like that?
Just saying. I mean, you're in a valley. There's not a whole lot of sounds other than the wind right now, and those couple of birds calling. Grr, grr.
We could leave the ship in the area, lower altitude, leave the crew here. Then we can go on foot all together and, you know, present our case. So we're not coming in threatening. You know, we're out of sight right now. And then we can just come in and show up at the front gate. Though that'll be a fucking hell of a process because, like I said, like we'll have to go from northeast to southwest to northeast to the castle. Unless the castle also has a castle on the inside that's on the southwest.
Castleception.
So we're basically in a castle, within a castle, within a castle, within a castle, with a bunch of freaking cannons and Dragonborn and what looks to be enslaved dwarfs. Yeah. Maybe. Go ahead.
I vote that we send one person up there with a white flag to send a message. Simple as that. See what happens.
One? Okay, well, who would be the person that would survive if shit went south?
I volunteer.
Who's expendable?
A tier volunteered.
I volunteer.
Does he want to don thy white flag? I mean, that works. Let's go ahead and do that.
You should probably remove any pens and whatever else that you have on. I don't honestly, I don't remember why we're here, but
We're here on a political matter with all these places.
You're on a diplomatic mission to Alderaan.
I just don't remember what a tier plays in this whole role. Like, I know we get supposed to get this person, these persons together, but you're also
when we had that big dinner with Tenebris and Harnsey, he said he wanted us to get a meeting with him, King Dalhurst, and King Alton, the Sherfield.
in Harnsey.
Yep. He wanted to get a meeting with them, which Alton has been like invading Stratham.
This is perfect. You already know it, a tier. I've already gotten rid of it. It's out of my brain. Why don't you go ahead and send the message?
Okay. Just in case, who's the shipwright?
Me.
Fen?
Yeah.
Me. Yes, Fen.
I walk over to Fen and I drop like my bag of coins with her. Like, hey, hold on to these until I get back. And if I don't get back, you guys can use it for the crew and repairing the ship. Just in case something happens and I fuck it up and get myself killed.
She just kind of stares at it in her hands for a minute. Okay.
Real quick.
How much coin should I add to my inventory?
12 platinum and 7 gold and 1 silver.
I'm sorry. 12 platinum.
7 gold and 1 silver.
Jeez, a lot of money.
Yeah, I sold all those horses and then didn't spend like anything.
Sold all the horses.
Wait,
What time is it?
What time is it? It's 10:30.
Nice.
No, in the game.
Nice, dog.
No, I know.
Dude.
It's still kind of early morning. It's like 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, almost noon. You have navigated the mountains that took a couple hours, and then flew through the valley, which was quick, but now you've kind of settled for like the last hour or two, kind of trying to decide how you're going to come up with this. So it's like midday.
Okay.
I look at a tier and I say, hey, before we do this, maybe we should wait like a minute so I can get a short rest. And because I could go with you and just be an animal, and just in case shit goes south, I could then retransform into like a giant eagle and get us the hell out of there.
Will he be able to carry me?
What's the strength of the eagle?
He wants to know the strength of my giant eagle.
While
The
that
strength of my giant eagle is 16 plus 3.
Yes.
Okay.
So Luke Dash overhears that conversation between you two and kind of puts a note in his head that he saw birds after you got back and goes, "Hey, Hypes, can all druids wild shape?"
I mean, if they're skilled enough, yeah, they should be able to, but
Is there any chance, because those birds weren't flying around, is there any chance that maybe they got some like eyes in the sky watching us right now?
I don't think they'd be druids. I just think they would probably be birds, if anything, but I feel like I would have sensed that being who I am, but I could have been wrong. I feel like, plus, I don't think there's druids in this area.
Wait, they were dwarves?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all dwarfs and dragonborns. Dragonborns, I
Sorry.
mean, I don't think they're
So-
elves or druids.
I guess I'll
practice
wait for Hypes to do a short rest.
Okay, you sit and chill for about an hour. Hypes, you get your short rest to get your wild shape back.
Thank you, sir.
And the two of you set off
Yep.
by yourselves. As
Yep.
yourselves.
As
No.
me. I'm
Well,
going as myself.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm turning
How
into.
far am I in this process of finishing this kit?
You needed 2 hours. It's been an hour and a half. You're 10 minutes from being done. They can wait for you. You can be done. Fuck it. You're done.
Okay, phew, I'm fast.
Yeah, it's whatever. Short rest. It's fine. So you are disguised as a dragonborn, ready to go, right?
Yes.
Okay.
This works. For political reasons, the Dragonborn will help us get into it. And then I should be strong enough to carry Brood and him, no problem.
So Brood is dressed up as a guard, as you described it, Hypes.
Oh shit.
He's dressed up as one of the sentries that you
I
saw.
thought we all decided to like
Did not do that.
I thought we were like holding on until we pulled the trigger, but that
He's,
worked.
he's already disguised. He's good. He's on the
already
ship.
He's already
Wait.
disguised.
I'm going down the ladder.
Well, hang on.
Alright.
Before we go.
He's
Let me
Atir's
ask.
on the ladder.
Yeah, he's
He's
Let
going.
me ask everybody here.
He's going.
Should we all go then and just act as like
No.
as a party, or no? Are we doing we're El
We're
Disguiso? Okay.
Absolute garbage as a party.
Okay. Well,
I think
okay.
we're
We'll do what we're
here
doing.
as a party.
I go ahead and I just jump off and I turn into a bird.
You just
And,
wasted it.
No, I have two. It's fine. I turn into just like what kind of bird would be like a companion? A parrot.
Parrot.
I
Nice.
turn into a parrot.
A blue macaw parrot.
I turn into a blue macaw parrot and
Yeah.
and I land on Atir's shoulder.
Okay. Brood, are you going down with him?
Yeah, Brood, you're coming, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm coming.
Fen, Demi, Lugdash, are you guys staying with the ship?
I am staying on the ship, yes.
Yeah,
I am
I
the
think
captain.
Fen would also stay on the ship.
I am the captain.
I think I would go. because I might be able to talk to him with my background.
Sammy's our politician.
I
Okay.
like it.
The three of you, and Bird set off as Fen and Lugdash sit back.
I reach up and scratch Hypes on the back of the head to further convince that he's an actual bird.
I go, don't touch me. Don't touch me.
As you begin setting off, it's about from where you are. It will take you the rest of the day to get there, and you will arrive just as dusk is setting. Because you have to go up the mountain from the valley.
Right.
Over to the gate.
Lugdash notices, as you guys walk off into the distance and disappear, those birds that appeared when Hypes is there, only one leaves. The other three stay, but one does fly off back towards the castle.
Sweet.
I think nothing happened.
Okay.
Hell yeah. My man.
Do you guys have some sort of makeshift flag like you were talking about before? Or is it...
Yeah. We did make a white flag, so I guess we'll tear that from the ship's
Okay.
bear tail.
I want to make sure I get this right. So you have a tier with a bird on his shoulder. Do you have your pins still?
Yes.
Okay.
And I've got that displayed on my lapel.
Prominently
Actually,
displayed your pins.
Huh?
You've prominently displayed your pins.
Yep.
Okay. You are carrying a
That's
stick.
my dress code from that dinner, so I guess it would be on both
Sure.
sides of my cape.
Okay. You are carrying a stick with a white flag on it. Demi,
Yep.
you are walking with him. And Brood, looking like you normally do. And Brood, you are walking next to him as well, like a dragonborn sentry guard. Yes.
These are my prisoners.
Great. As you begin to get closer to the gates, working your way up, you start seeing those
I'm about to die.
beautiful colors that you saw from the airship as you kind of get into this misty region. The mist seems to kind of clear as you walk through it, and you notice that what you saw in the side of the mountain as you are walking up it are these gigantic, I'm talking 4, 5, 6, 10 foot in diameter jewels encrusted into the side of the mountain. They are the most beautiful thing you have ever laid your eyes upon walking up here. And as you get to the front gates and begin walking the last little bit of the path, you see, looking up at the palisades and the towers, you see every sentry turret tracking you as you are walking. Nothing has fired yet, but you begin to see, as you walk towards the front gate, the guards are beginning to amass onto your side. And that's where we will stop today.
This is the best plan that we've ever had.
And we've had some really great plans.
Hell yeah.